Good evening. You've been idiot food for 14 days. I've had diarrhea and stomach aches. None of that compares to how ill I felt when we decided to call it a day. The woman in Summerfield, she keeps complaining I'm looking ill. She says, stay away from those convenience foods. She says, they're gonna be the death of you. What's the point? Anything but money. Gonna write a song like Coldplay. We're gonna creep to the top 40. We're gonna tour till we hate each other's guts. And the record companies facing mass redundancies, cause the second album fails to be everything it should. I say I'm sorry. Tuesday night she calls me on the phone and she says this thing ain't good for me. I eat food will cause obesity. This thing was always doomed to be something that will get inside of me. Believe me, incomplete, like Esther Rantzen without a team, or like, I don't know, a new order book with just 2 pictures of Peter Hook, and there's loads of Bernard Sumner, and that's okay, but somehow it feels wrong. It's like the greatest hits, but without a hit song, which in their case would be Blue Monday, I imagine. Also, anything but money. Gonna write a song like Coldplay. We're gonna creep to the top 40. We're gonna tour till we hate each other's guts. And the record companies facing mass redundancies. The second album fails to be everything it should. I say I'm sorry, disappear. For maybe 12, maybe 15 years, send me a debt perhaps. We can put all our cash into a trust fund under someone else's name and start again, somewhere better, somewhere hotter. I'll learn the drums, you can learn the guitar. We write songs about things that don't really matter, about the way that our bodies are slowly growing fatter and the sun's too hot. There's nothing on the telly and I walk into pubs and no one recognises me at all. When I look them in the eye and say, hey, hey. I was on Jules Holland for 2 or 3 weeks. I must have exchanged pleasantries with at least 3 members of the Kaiser Chiefs. Joe Wiley was there. She gave me a look and said, you'll never be great, but your songs are quite good. And me and my ex-boyfriend used to play him in bed. She said, I can't get the feeling from out of my head. She said, when you stood there on stage, you're still there beside me. I'm living in some kind of alternative reality. And we never had to split up the CDs, she said, or argue about which ones were his and which were mine. We were both doing fine. And this song means nothing. This is called Kendo Nagasaki, and it's about the way the Wetherspoons pubs discriminate against lonely people with their 2 foreign offers. I caught myself crying in the mirror was pathetic. I was the angriest dog in the world. I was Kendo Nagasaki looking back over a lifetime spent swaying in the ring, in Mars, and feeling ashamed. But put your postcard on the side. It makes me happy that you're not happy. It makes me smile. Losing your top 8 friends on MySpace for half a week. But Tuesday night they disappear. You made me feel special for a while. I guess everything leads to loneliness. Spoons, meals are cheaper when there's 2. We're gonna gather all the lonely people, make them enjoy the 2 for 1, and then go back to being strangers when they're free. And maybe 1 or 2 won't be strangers anymore. happy, it makes me smile. This is called Captain Non-Entity, and it's about a superhero that can do anything, but he's not very good at social situations. I turn into Captain Non-Entity. I super at parties and no one remembers me. I can out-torch the human torch, but I got no talent when it comes to the small times. 3 AM, I'm stuck in the kitchen, listening to heroes, but over the same, I'm stuck in cooking. I'm immune to guns and bombs and radiation, but I'm not immune to all this conversation. Death, I've had death for quite a while, so when I try to crack a joke and no one even cracks a smile, it hurts me pretty badly, actually. I go out and all I get is my jeans smell of smoke, my head's full of regret about all the things I should have said to girls, but not just girls, but yeah, mainly girls, and I can feel it in my head. If this carries on, I'm gonna become a supervillain instead. I turn into Captain Non-Entity. I'm 30 years old, but I'm still listening to Morrissey. His words still mean far too much to be alive. I'm sure it's not really like that. Reality is probably quite happy, or at least relatively. He writes these songs for people like me. As he sits around his wife and kids, he has to keep hidden just so he can maintain the constant illusion that his life's still empty, cold and stressful, because we may when our friends become successful, and I can feel it in my head. If this carries on, I'm gonna become a supervillain instead. I'm gonna start a supervillain group called the Super Lonelies. We're going to go around this city making people lonely, just like us, exposing lies in other people's lives, between boyfriends and girlfriends and husbands and wives. We say, easy to be constructed, person sense of trust. It's like a giant game of Jenga, pull up the right blocks and it just falls apart. But in a way, I'm doing them a favour. I want to parent as a child, a pet that's going to die just to teach them about death. I'm going to teach people how to cry, I'm going to build them up. And not come down to wearing alcoholic, friendless frown as a fashion of choice in this town. I can feel it in my head. If this carries on, it's gonna be quite frightening. If only I'd learned to talk to girls, the world wouldn't have to be so afraid. This was about a couple of months ago. I went through a phase of just listening to Dexter Midnight Runners all the time, and this is about Kevin Rowland, because I think it's a shame that people see him as a one-hit wonder, when in fact he's written more than one hit, and I wonder if he actually regrets writing Come On Ali. So tonight I think I'm going to listen to Dexter Midnight Runners and maybe cry myself to sleep. And what would I do? If I was Kevin Rowland, it was June 1980, touring in Come On Ali. For the first time on the radio, I'll be thinking, oh my God, it's going to be a hit, it's going to be even bigger than Gino or Hunter. From now when I do gigs, people want to know what I mean. When I talk about the love of old soul records, I just say shut up and play Come On Ali. Again, I just create a monster in the shape of a 4-minute, 10-second song. In the future we'll go to 80s nightclubs and hear a room full of idiots singing along to words that are meant to be infected with a sense of genuine feeling. Just nestled between Club Tropicana and Lionel Richard dancing on the ceiling. Do you ever go to bed at night feeling upset? I'm tired of something you did in 1982, still holds a knife over you and it haunts you. When you feel sad like a bag of bones in a further back, reminding you soon be dead and gone. Like I had that dream today, that all my regrets meant to get up and walk away. But when I woke up, the bag of bones was still sat there by my bed. And there was someone laughing in my head about something stupid I once said in a Chinese restaurant that was totally out of place. I said a bead to sweating down my face. I could return to that moment in a click of a finger. I can access some of the bad memories that linger at the back of my skull, because I easily access anything to maintain a constant level of stress. So even when I'm happy, I'm still kind of sad. In a way, I'm kind of glad, cause I could never really be that down again. Do you ever go to bed at night feeling upset and uptight about something you did in 1982 that still holds a knife over you? Well, I do. This is called Playing God Games. We've been playing God Games, building houses for stick figures with no names on a Commodore 64 to make myself feel wanted. Even pixelated people that can let you down. Pixelated horror.